Hi, kindergartners. I know you have been working hard on learning about subtraction. So today we're going to use the number rack app, the number frames app to work on those subtraction skills that you've been working on with your teachers. And I saw that you were doing all kinds of work with thinking about eating foods. So we're going to start out today with strawberries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some strawberries out on my board here. And if you look, you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 strawberries. So I'm going to write over here that I have 15 strawberries. Now, I love strawberries. I don't know if you love strawberries, but I love strawberries. They're like one of my favorite things in the whole world. So I like to eat a bunch of strawberries. So I'm going to eat this many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I ate 7 strawberries. So I'm going to write that down. I ate 7 strawberries. So I started with 15 strawberries. There's my 15 I started with. And I ate 7 of them. So I took them away. So now we need to see how many strawberries are left. So if I look at my strawberries, I'm going to move this one up here, because I like it when my 10 frame I have a whole 5 filled in on the top. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 strawberries left that I can eat another time. So I'm going to write down that equals 8. Okay, so we're going to do another activity that's similar to that, and you're going to help me out with this. This time we're going to focus on eating blueberries. So I'm going to put out some blueberries. I know you read blueberries for Sal earlier in the week. You know Sal really liked her blueberries a lot. So we're going to pretend that we're Sal eating some blueberries. All right. How many blueberries do I have here to start? I'm going to give you a few moments to think about how many blueberries are here. Let's see if you can figure it out. If you said there were 9 blueberries, you are correct. There are 9 blueberries there. Now, if you remember from the story, Sal gets hungry and she likes to eat the blueberries that she puts in her pail. So Sal eats 1, 2, 3, 4 blueberries. So because she eats 4 blueberries, I'm going to write minus 4, because minus means that we're taking away. How many blueberries does she have left? Now I know that you learned that there's a blank sometimes here, so I'm going to write down that blank there. What number do you think goes in the blank? I'm going to give you a moment to figure that out. If you said that Sal had 5 blueberries left in her pail, let's check to see if you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is correct. Sal had 5 blueberries left in her pail afterwards. All right, now let's move on to something else. Instead of eating, let's think about in the summertime, we're going to start to see some insects outside. So we're going to think about blueberries instead. I mean, not blueberries. I'm sorry. Those are ladybugs. Ladybugs sometimes fly away. So I'm going to put some ladybugs out here for us to look at. Okay, I want you to be thinking about how many ladybugs are in my picture. I'll give you a moment to think about it. right, I'm curious to know what you thought. How many ladybugs are here in my picture? Let's see if we can figure this out together. When we have a whole 10 frame filled in, that means that we have 10 ladybugs, but let's just check the count. Check by counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have 2 more over here. 11, 12. So if you said that there were 12 ladybugs, you are correct. There are 12 ladybugs that came out when it was nice and sunny outside. But sometimes things happen to ladybugs. Sometimes they fly away. Sometimes they crawl away. Let's focus on them flying away today. They flew away to another place. So I know that when Mrs. Corlett was working with some of you on this, or Mrs. Michael or Mrs. Giberson, sometimes you may have used a little slash to show that something is going away. So I'm going to show you that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ladybugs went away. Can you figure out how many ladybugs stayed behind? If we know that we had 12 and 6 of them flew away, how many did we have left? I'm going to give you a moment to think about that. Now, if you notice, while you were thinking about how many ladybugs were still left behind and didn't fly away, I wrote down the subtraction symbol or the minus sign here, because when something goes away, we know that we're subtracting. So I already wrote that down while you were thinking about it. Let's check how many ladybugs were left behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you said 6, we had 6 that flew away, and then we had 6 that were left behind. So 12 minus 6 equals 6. All right, we have one more set of 10 frames on my board here. So we're going to look at another way that we're going to think about butterflies. So I'm going to change this bottom one to butterflies, and we're going to put some butterflies out on our 10 frame. I would like you to try to figure out how many butterflies do I have here. I'll give you a moment to think about that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you said that there were 7 butterflies, you are correct. Now, just like we did with the ladybugs, some of our butterflies are going to fly away. So I'm going to use the same symbol that we used before, where I'm going to draw a line through the butterflies that fly away. So I'm going to have 1, 2 butterflies fly away. Do you remember what I write if we're taking something away, if we're subtracting something in math? If you said it was the minus symbol, you are correct, because that's what we write if we're subtracting something. And how many butterflies flew away? If you said 2, you are correct. Whoops, I have to use my different tool over here. I forgot to change my tool. There we go. If you said 2 butterflies flew away, then you are correct. And we need to see how many butterflies were left behind. So I'm going to give you a moment to think about that. How many butterflies did not fly away? Okay, let's look and see if we can see this together. Now, some of you may have already realized something, and that is if this whole top row of the 10 frame is filled in, you might know that it is a certain number. Some of you may have counted to see how many butterflies were left behind. If you said there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you said there were 5 butterflies left, you are correct. There were 5 butterflies that did not fly away. Okay, kindergartners, you did a great job. We know that the first number is the number that we start with. We know that the subtraction symbol or the minus sign, it can go two names, subtraction symbol or minus sign, means we're taking something away. And the second number is how many went away. Maybe something gets eaten, or maybe if it's an insect, it flies away and it's no longer there. Then we have the equal sign because we need to know what was left behind. And so here, this second number shows us how many were left behind in each of our problems. You did a very good job working on this today. Thank you for working so hard on your new subtraction skills.